and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do some of my organization, mostly with my pictures, my 12 by 12 papers, and how I prepare for a sketchathon. So this, for my photos, I've been doing for quite a long time, is I just put them in shoe boxes, and some of them are in actual shoe boxes, some of them are in these plastic ones. I had just emptied this from some supplies I had for school, and so then I decided to put all my Disney ones in here. So typically how I'll do is I will arrange all my photos by chronologically, but then since I'm doing a sketchathon in July for Disney, I wanted to put all my Disney trips together so I can work on those. And then I just use a post-it note to tell where it is. So I'm going to try to work on the ones that are the older one first so I can get through those. So here's a trip I went on with my grandma in 1989. I did do her scrapbook after we came back, but I never did do mine. And there's a few odd and ends from the 90s that I thought I got them all, but I didn't. And then we go to our trip to Disneyland in Los Angeles. I'll be doing my Disneyland mostly. And then we get back to all these are for when we went on an Alaskan cruise. Those will not be my priority because I want to get the ones in the front done first. So I do the same thing with all of my photos. And maybe you have a different system depending if you print on demand or you print them ahead of time like I do, always get them printed and then do them when I finally get around to doing my scrapbook. Now before I showed you on an older video how I did my 12 by 12 paper, I have just recently changed that. So originally I was just keeping a little container that I will show you later because I don't have a lot of 12 by 12 paper. But one thing I found is when I go to scrapbooking, then I have all these supplies stashed away, and then you realize later, hey, I had a cutout for this particular album I never used. So then I started putting all my stuff for a particular album in one of these along with the papers. The only thing about that is some of the papers were good for different albums, and so I wanted to get all my 12 by 12 in one place. So I did have a lot of 12 by 12 in here, and that's why you see a lot of these. I do save them so I know which paper collection they come from, and plus you can use these for your scrapbook. So that's why you see all these in here, the branding strips. So I'm still keeping these all together so I kind of know. I've got some Christmas stuff in here because I do have Disney Christmas. And since it's my Disneyland trip, I have some Snoopy things in here for Knott's Berry Farm. So I can refer to this when I'm getting ready for my sketchathon. Now I'm going to show you how I'm starting to do my 12 by 12 papers now. I have this old milk cart case I'm using. It can hold the 12 by 12. I could not find any of the plastic bins or anything like that you can put them in. So originally I was just putting my 12 by 12 in this, which obviously you could say that won't hold very much. Now I'm just keeping it in here for all my odd and end papers that are single papers or scraps. I am going to organize those. And Ginger from Ginger's Corner introduced me to these from Amazon. And so I'm going to start putting my papers in these. And I have discovered you can hold a lot of these. I only bought 24 because I'll wait for them to go on sale if I like them. I wanted to see how I like them and what I can fit in there first. So I will eventually put all my loose papers in those. You can see I have a lot still in collections that either haven't been opened or haven't used much. So I will keep them like that. And then as I use up the paper or the original bags fall apart, I will put them in these and eventually get more of these. So I kind of arranged them. I haven't gone through all of them yet because I have a lot of single papers. And I'm really just getting ready for my Disney Sketchathon. So what I did is I put all my, you can see it can hold a collection. I put a lot of my Simple Stories Say Cheese collection in here. And you can see it even holds memorabilia. So I have my enamel dots in here. Then I just put a lot that were from different companies, but were more for what I would use for my Disney cruise pictures, or I do have some Yacht and Beach Club pictures that might go there. And here's my specific Alaska ones. And then I just put some loose ones here just because I want all my Disney stuff here together while I'm getting ready for the Sketchathon. And I have Doodlebug, Echo Park, Color Play. And then I have some, this could work. It's a Peter Pan. And I think I have some, oh, I forget what you call it. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, Mary Poppins one. And then there's some old stuff I don't even know. I think this came from, yeah, Creative Memories. Then what I'm going to do is have all my 12 by 12 plain cardstock here. And then I've got all my Simple Stories because I'm going to be participating in the Simple Stories YouTube hops. So I put all my Simple Stories together so that I can find it for that. Then I'm going to put them by collections. So like Christmas, I kind of did seasons. So Christmas, winter, spring. Oh, here's the one I was talking about. Practically Perfect. That could work for Disney also. Then it's summer. And then I did all my 49 and Market together. And then I just put by themes. So I have some of the simple, no, I meant to put this in with the Simple Story stuff. So this is Simple Stories, I believe. For some reason I forgot to put it up there. And I'm going to do that because I do have some Yacht and Beach Club pictures I can do for Disney. Then I kind of just did by theme. I have some generic ones, wood grains. Then I have kind of food, kitchen things, little kid things, even though I don't have kids. Zoos. And then I put all my ones that are specific to different type trips. Like this could be out west. I got some for South Carolina. And then these are the ones I like to get papers when you're in a specific place because then you can find, you know, things for that specific place. Of course, you can get online too. There's a lot of places they can go online, stores where you can order scrapbook pages that are exactly for a particular location, you know, like Disney World or national parks, things like that. And I just found the solid color paper that I forgot to put. So, okay, so that's how I'm doing my scrapbook paper now, and I'm working on organizing that. So I'll put that down. Now, for the Sketchathon. Now, everyone may work different, but different Sketchathons, you try to do usually a sketch each day based on a sketch. That's how most of them work. Some of them have YouTube hops to go along. This one does not. And this is part of the Disney Scrappers group. So I keep all of my sketches and things like that. First of all, I have a little supply inventory. This is ancient from when I did paper punches. Keep track of my distress ink, which probably needs to be updated, things like that. Checklist of lawn fun, yeah, all that. And then I do card sketches. I save some of those just because I do cards. Okay, and then this is just single sketches. Print those out. It's a good way to look up if you're stuck on what to do. Here was Sketchathon from last year, and I don't think I wrote down. They give you a tally. They also do it online where you can tally. So I will put a link to this group if you're interested in participating. There's a sketch for each day, and you can do as many or as little as you want. This was another challenge we did. And here's the Sketchathon. So we mark off on here which one. So I already did day 24. So now we're going to get some things ready. So I thought we could use these envelopes for whichever days that we want to do. Now the other thing, and so our sketches are here so we can look through and see which ones we have. And then one of the members, I think it was Susan, I can't remember if it was Susan or Orlando, said also print these out and cut them out so you can put them in with your papers, whether you do this in a notebook. I think she had some kind of photo notebook. But however you want. So this one I want to keep so that in future references, if I need to find a scrapbook layout to inspire me, I'll have these, but I can write on this one. Now you can do one of two things. You can start with a photo and look for a sketch, or start with the sketch and look for a photo, however you want to do it. I kind of do both, just depending. So I made a list that I might have to go find and come back in a minute, and we'll start working on that. I also have, I'm going to keep track of all the things like I need to get ready for the different sketches. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and I just got some things out since I had to go find my list. So I just jotted some notes down as I thought of some ideas. So for this one, July 22nd, there's a picture of Yellowbird. Now it doesn't, or Orangebird, that's his name. It doesn't have to be this character. That just means you could put a cluster there. So that's what we're going to do. And it looks like you need some fringe. So I thought this would look perfect. It was a scrap I had. Make some fringe out of that. I think he's in Adventureland and Disney World, but I don't have any Adventureland pictures left. So we're going to do these two photos that shows. Because when I saw that, I thought it'd be perfect. So this was a ride I didn't go on it. I just took it because I thought the orange was really cool looking. And then here's my sister. It's not in front of an orange tree, but it's an almond tree. So I thought that will work. These were both in, forget the name of the park, California Adventure. So I thought that would work perfect with the little guy. So now I'm going to have to make a note that I need to make. I have that from the Disney Scrappers group that cut out. So I need to cut it. Too many papers. So I need to cut file. Because some things will be a die and some will be on my cutting machine. I have a brother scan and cut. So orange bird. I need to make an orange bird. And then we got some papers I just pulled from different collections so we can decide what we think looks best. So it looks like we need 1, 2, 3, the circles, and some of it could be the same. So I didn't really find any scraps because orange is not a color I have a lot of. I thought this looked tropical, and I thought oranges are tropical, so this came from Photoplay. I think this was a zoo collection. Yeah, we bought it at a zoo. I thought that might look good. Kind of reminds me of, I have these, so we have the orange flowers. It has orange flowers. Maybe the ice cream. I think it's near the Dole Whip stand at the Orange Bird, but this is Disneyland. And then I have this paper. I think it's totally awesome. I hate to cut it up, though. This is from Simple Stories. And I do need to do a Simple Stories layout. But since I only have one piece of paper, I'm not quite sure if that's going to work. We could still do this. But I can do it anyway. We can just do whatever I want to do. It doesn't have to be for the Simple Stories hop that I do. And we also have Peter Pan, which has some orange. And this one. I think I'm leaning towards that. I'm going to get this one out and compare these two. I'm thinking the orange with like one of these because we need 3 papers. This would only be 2. That looks nice too. Okay, now we're going to have to make a decision what we like. I'm kind of leaning towards doing one of the leaves and then doing maybe this one. We could do the ice cream also, maybe. I'm not sure I really like that one with this. Since this is Disneyland at California Adventure, it's not Dole Whip. There's the flowers. If these were oranges, that would be perfect. Oh, and that reminds me, I have an orange die cut. I need to do that, so I'll write that on here. And then we can put, and I can use it for that orange die cut and orange bird. So I have to find that. I think I put it with my Mexican scrapbook pages. And now we got to decide. We need 3 papers. So one of these could be both sides. Well, not the lines. And not that. I'm kind of mixing the Peter Pan. I'm not really liking that so much for this layout. I really think I like this. And then I can decide. I think these look good together. See how the other side. And this kind of looks like it could be an orange over on that side. So, or even this one. I'm leaning towards this. This is what I like. I'm going to save those. So I will put these in here. And if I have a branding strip, they don't go all the way down so you can't see this. And you could put a tag. But since this is just temporary, I'm just going to put the sketch in front so I know what that's for. And then I'll put them in numerical order. How I'm going to do them. So these envelopes have a little sticker you can put on here, and you can see it covers that little, if I cut this, then you can see it, and you can put the sticker of what it's going to be. But I'll just put this in front and keep it in numerical order, so that's day 22. You don't have to do every day. You just try to get as much done as you can. Okay, I'm going to put this aside, and then we're going to see. I got some other pictures. I decided I wanted to do my Rainforest Cafe. I have 2 pictures, and I already picked out, it says July 12th. So we'll look for July 12th and see what that is. Hopefully I remember my idea. Sometimes you can, okay. So this is using 3 strips. This could be borders too. And clusters. So I had started making clusters for this, and I thought the clusters would look good for that. So now, of course, these are squares, but that's okay. You can, I'll just adjust. There's room I can kind of go like that if I need to. So you can do like this. So if I'm going to forget. And then I'm going to put this in with them. And then we really just need either, it says use paint, ink, or mist, so I'll probably put that in the background. And then we can either use washi tape or strips of paper. I don't think I have any Adventureland type. This is Rainforest Cafe. Oh, here's what I wanted to do. Die cuts. Lawn fun. I have critters. That's what it. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down here too. Lawn fun. Jungle animals. Jungle animals. Hibiscus. And leaves. Okay, so I know I need to cut those out and color those. Okay, so we'll keep those. I don't really have anything else to put in here except for if I've had some scraps of paper. These are longer. I did have these. I had this out, but that's actually not going to be wide enough. So, I won't use those. I will use, we have the zoo one. Let's see if I have any scraps. I hate using, I'll come back in a second after I find the paper so you don't have to wait for me to find paper. But it needs 3 strips of paper, so I did find 2 scraps from that zoo collection from the photo play. And then I thought, even though I'm going to do the die cuts from Lawn Fawn, I may want to add some words, and I'll probably put a title saying Rainforest Cafe. But some of these words, even though it's not a zoo, there's some here like, where did I see one? It's a jungle out there. Might go perfect with the Rainforest Cafe and some of these other embellishments. So I'll keep those together. I only had 2 pattern papers that would really work. I do have this one for Peter Pan. And normally I would hate to cut a piece of paper, for such a small amount. But this paper is very busy, so I don't think I would ever use the whole thing on a scrapbook page anyway. So we'll put those all together. And I have my notes for that. And then I have one more note I wanted to write. And just so I remember, so I can use washi, because I do have some animal washi, or Creative Memories border punch for the top and bottom. And that's why I can decide when I'm putting it together what I like. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put those in an envelope. And that's day 12, so I'll put that in front. And then my next notes, I said alternate 5. So on our challenge, there's one for each day, and there's also a sketch, or there's an optional challenge. So if you didn't want to do the sketch, you could do this, like this one says, create a title using pad and paper. So if you didn't want to do that sketch, you can do that. But if you're totally uninspired by any of that, then you have alternates you could do. So we're looking for the alternate ones. And then if you're an upgraded member, which is $20 a year, helps pay for the site, then they give you extra sketches. Now this one I said alternate number 5, so we'll find out. I don't remember how many pictures it has. Oh great, it's 3. That's how many I have. And mine are big, so I can't always fit them in. Okay, so this one has this cutout, which I started cutting that out, which I need to do, so we'll put that on here. I'm going to call it Small World Cut File. I don't know what to call that. There's a certain artist that's known for that decoration, and anyway, so I'm going to put on here cut file, and then my idea is to use my sprays. And sprays. And I may have to trim these photos down because there's 3 of them. It says 3.5 by 5, and they're definitely bigger than that. So I can usually get 3 on a page, so that should be fine. I might be able to trim off a little on the sky if I need to. And I took a picture of the pandas because my mom is a panda fanatic. And then it looks like there's some small little decorations, but not much. So I'm probably not going to add anything. And then the title. Well, probably something to do with small one. Oh, you do have some papers. So I'm going to do pastel colors, I believe. Yeah. So, okay. I do have some scraps, so let's find those, because it looks like it's just a little, kind of a square and a, this one's just behind, so we'll see what we have. I'm thinking, Say Cheese Collection would be perfect for this. Okay. And then it has stars, so we can use these. I think the Fantasy at the Park will be perfect for this. Let's see what I got in here. Most of these are scraps. I just happen to have this one left. Let's see if I got any larger scraps in here. Maybe not. Might be trimming down. I have these, but that's Tomorrowland. That won't work. Oh, I found it. Ooh, that might work. I kind of want to save these for my, I think I'm going to save these for the castle pictures, though. I'm definitely saving these for my castle pictures. That'll be our next one. We'll do, well, we found that. I need to do a simple stories one, so that might be what we do. Or the Yacht and Beach Club. I have some Frontier ones. I do have Frontier photos. I just don't have any big scraps, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut one of these down. And maybe I can use the back side, so I only have to cut one. This one you can't. It has these little ones. Which could work. I'm thinking, oh, here. We could do both sides of that. I'm just going to put these in here because I like these with the Small World. Actually, I like this a lot. I think that goes, okay. We're doing this one. Okay, so we'll keep these. And we're going to go with this one. And this, and of course I'll put my cut file in there when I'm done with that. It's alternate 5, so I'll put that in front because I can do that any day. And let's go ahead and I need to do a Simple Stories one that is for July 27th, or I can do an alternate. So let's go to my notebook. That'll be easier. And then we can pick whatever photos we want. I have an idea. So you can start with the picture, or I have a cut file that I made on my scan and cut. And I think that would go perfect with this paper. So I'm thinking of, let's save this paper and possibly this, because it might be a double page layout. That would look perfect. So let's find a sketch that will go great with that. I know I have Snow White photos from the Snow White show, and I also have some princess pictures. So let's see what we can find in here for this sketch. So you can start with the photo or start with the sketch, whichever way. I do know there's this one. How perfect would that be? And it's a 2-page spread. I don't have 2 full pieces of paper, but this one doesn't have full page. And if I could even just cut this in half and put it on both sides. And then, I don't know if it has any, actually it has 2. So you only need strips. The only thing is, this is not that wide. This one's wide. We can't use the back side of this. This isn't that wide. So I don't know if this is going to work. We could piece it together. It looks like this may not show up so much. I'm not quite sure. You might be able to put it together. Okay, I'm going to see if there's a different sketch that will work with this idea. But that's a possibility with Snow White, because I have several pictures of the Snow White show. But we can find something else. So I want one big, because you can even change that to a castle. Here's one with the castle. I think I already did that one. That was the one I finished. I wrote that down. Yep, I already did that one. Without a castle. Large die cut here. Should I really care for that one? This one might look good with, like, instead of Ratatouille, which I am never going to do. We can have the castle instead of the Eiffel Tower. And then 3 pictures, which we can use the scraps of this. Ooh, yeah. Use the scraps of this. Okay, we can use the scraps of this. And now I could put this in here in case if I do need this, I don't know. It's just 1 page. So there's some smaller scraps too. Looks like fishtails, which I can use the castle for that. No, I can't use the back. I think we have enough paper, and I could, if I need to, add pink to it. And you know what would be really good? It has these little dots around. Then we could use, and it has stuff on top, and I have washi tape. So we could use that. You have small, yeah, washi tape. Okay, I'm thinking, and then we could use the, I think, let me make sure. Ooh, yeah, this goes perfect. And we can use that for the dots. Okay, and this is the 28th. I think my hop is on the 27th, but who cares? It'll be one day early. So that's what we're going to do for that, the 28th. But now we got to find some pictures. So the other ones I started with the pictures and did the photo. So let's find day 28 so I remember. And I don't need to cut anything for this one ahead of time. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the enamel dots in the envelope. Okay, so now we just have to find princess photos or some castle photos. And I may not use, 2 might be enough because my pictures are bigger. Okay, and I don't even have to cut anything for this. This will be my simple stories page. Okay, great. Because we're allowed to use products like, oh, I didn't glue it together yet. Die cuts, that's fine. It doesn't have to be simple stories. All right, now I do need to look through our photos. So this tells me I'm looking through my Disneyland photos because I've done all my Magic Kingdom photos, and none of my Epcot photos have any princess castle stuff. So we definitely want, I only think my family trip I only have Epcot left. Oop, I'm going to get these out too. See, I'm looking. I saw a sketch perfect for these that I have big die cuts for. Okay. We are looking at the wrong section. Disneyland. Here we go. Disneyland. Looking for Fantasyland. Probably. For castles. Oh, here's a castle. They only have one. Then I have the Matterhorn. If you have any ideas what to do with the Matterhorn, let me know. I have a lot of Pinocchio. I've got to find the perfect layout for that. I've got cute photos. I can't wait to do that. I got my sister here at in Figaro's. I love Figaro. I don't like cats, but I like Figaro. He's cartoon. He doesn't have to use a litter box. So I like to pet other people's cats. I don't want to take care of one. Oh, even, I wonder if this would even look good. The, I don't know what this ride is. I'll have to look it up. In the meantime, I'm looking to see if we have, okay, I do have Snow White, but it's a show, so I think I have too many photos. I really need to do that one in the double page layout, but not with simple stories. Because I don't have enough paper for that. And I'm seeing Frontierland papers, ones I can use. All right. Oh yeah, see? Perfect one, Pinocchio, and I think there's a Geppetto. I can't wait to do those. Oh, I have Parade. Oh, here's my sister in front of a different day. We could do that instead. Let me look at the... Yeah, because we can do a tall one, and then we can do this one as the tall, and that one is the shorter one, maybe. We can do that. I think that would be great. I'll see if I have any. We do have Parade, but I think I have too many of those. Yeah, I can't trim them down. There's like a whole bunch of Parade pictures, so this could work too. Yeah, this one could work also. Okay, I'm leaning toward the castle ones. I do have velvet. See, well, it does have yellow in it. And then I'm running across Matterhorn. Oh, and here's another Snow White one. We can combine some of these. I don't care if they're not the same date. If anybody knows where that Snow White is, let me know. This isn't, everything I look up, it's no longer exists, and so you can't find anything about it. This whole section they tore down. I have a lot of Disney California Adventure where the pier, and apparently they changed the pier to Pixar. I see I have, oh, I already did that one actually. I must have had an extra photo. I even have Disney's Electrical Parade. This is my favorite parade. Spectral Magic was actually better, but I think it's the first nighttime show I ever saw, so it's got special memories. My sister and I, we tease about that because after we've seen it a couple times. I think it was out in the 70s or the 80s. I don't remember. Whenever we seen it, we would dream about it after that. Like the song, it's like a Small World. That song, Spectral Magic, was stuck in my head after that. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And then I'll continue, but I'm not going to film anymore. So there's for this. And, of course, another envelope. So if you'd like me to make some more videos like this, I know that organizing videos seem to be popular, and I could use all the organization I can get. I'm constantly trying to organize because I'm in the basement with my mom and my sister. We have all of our craft stuff down here, so it gets to be a challenge keeping everybody's stuff all straight. So there's that. Let's see, we got, I think we did four. We got 4 kits. Some people call this page kits. I don't know. I'm kind of new to all this. So we got 4 all ready to go. So you don't have to think about too much of what to do. That's a great thing about these sketchathons is you can do whatever you want and helps you get things done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a like. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.